reverse engineer your truth. It's all self-awareness and then putting yourself in a position to succeed.
Mix patience with ambition and hope that I get gratitude. Other times I hope that I get Spanish chicks with attitude.
No, it's not easy telling your truth.
But trust this, that never be afraid to be called weird, crazy, or strange, because those are all the true geniuses anyway. Slow motion inside. Nikola Tesla gave us wireless technology. Genius. But at the same time, he was ahead of his time. Great scientist. But he was able to live his truth. That's a sign you are no longer a slave to the matrix, because you are now superseding it. You are
Not now.
outgrown it. It can't contain you because you're just too powerful. What is the fourth sign? Beautiful sign. You are no longer a slave to the matrix. You see money as a tool, and you use money to give you more freedom.
Real talk.
Money is just money. Money is just a tool. That's what I've seen along my journey. It's just a tool.
Like right now, I really just want money so I can focus on what I want to focus. You know, if I'm able to start making money from my music, then I'll be able to simply focus on growing the brand and making music. But you know, I'm having to go to Denny's and work there, and that's fine. That's you got to start somewhere, right? But yeah, don't let money run your life. Don't make money your goal. It's a tool, and it won't give you happiness. It won't. You might think it will for a minute, but eventually you're gonna realize, like, okay, money won't give me sustainable happiness. And let me correct what I said. I said don't make money your goal. You can make it a goal. Obviously, I have it as a goal to make enough money to, you know, be able to have the freedom I want, as I just said. But what I meant is, don't make money your why, because it won't be powerful enough to get you through the challenges. And if you think it's going to give you happiness, as I said, you're wrong. And eventually, it's going to be self-evident that happiness can only come really from within. And you're gonna have to realize that someday, and accept that truth and manifest and realize that truth. And to that, and that's why I'm so focused on self-realization, self-awareness, spirituality, however you want to call it. Because I know if I focus on that, in due time, I'll have sustainable happiness. And I think that's where the real sustainable happiness comes from. Your spirituality, your why, your purpose. But it goes deeper than that. And people like Jesus and Buddha and Krishna understand the depth of the truth and what it really means and what it really entails for your life, and how much it'll affect your perception and your state of being, and your outlook on life. But yeah, man, got back from work. I had this thought at work. I want to share it also. Like the world, I was thinking, like, just thinking about how much I'm putting out and how little feedback I've been getting, and honestly, I expected this. I knew that I couldn't rely on any feedback. Because the world doesn't owe you anything. The world doesn't owe us anything. It already gave us life. What more are you going to ask for? It already gave us life. And most people are not even grateful for that. So gratefulness is a big factor. Because how are you gonna ask for more if you don't even appreciate what you already have? Makes no sense. Um. So yeah, as I said, gratefulness, key factor. Not only as a source of fulfillment, of inner fulfillment, but also it's like a switch, man. It's a switch in your perception, in your state of being. Um, and also it's a drive. When you're feeling grateful, you want to give. You want to give what you're feeling there to everybody else in one way or another. That may manifest itself through your art, through your work, in one way or another. Um, we want to give back from that place of gratefulness, and that's one of the best sources of fuel you could use to give to the world, from your gratefulness and from your love. Really, those two are tied in together. So yeah, that's it for now. What's up? What's up? Working on this music. I was cooking earlier with my mom. Cooked some soup and cooked me a burger. What else? What else? What else? What else did I do? Gary Vee just shared a post. Let me stop this real quick. So I'm recording just a little clip of the beat I'm making. So take a listen. Here, let me put it on the screen. Hopefully while the music's playing y'all can't hear the background noise. Oh shit, why is it like that? It's all like sideways. Oh well. Yeah, that's how that's looking. I'm digging it. Let's see where it goes. Yo, what's up, man? What's up? What's up? 12:41. A vlog. I think this is vlog like. Is this vlog? Let me see. 17, got 18, vlog 19. It's 12 a.m. And I was making that beat, but I got sidetracked by my sister called me outside of my room to the kitchen, and she has a few friends over, and I just got carried away, we were talking about a bunch of shit at first, but then mostly I was talking about like what I was doing with the music, and because they were listening to the beat, or they heard the beat from the kitchen. So I was just like, explaining what I was doing with the music stuff, the YouTube. And yeah, they came in the room, saw the room and shit. But most importantly, I had a pretty deep conversation with one of her friends about a bunch of shit, man. Spirituality. What? Why is he complaining over there, man? About a bunch of shit. We talked about religion, spirituality, the government, the families that run the government, or that run the money system, and the money system runs the government, so yeah, they run the government, pretty much. Not the whole government, because they obviously got limitations. These rich families got limitations because there's a lot of good in the world that won't let certain things, go to an extent. But at the same time, they are running a lot of shit, and have been for a minute now. But as I've said before, I mentioned this before on the vlog. I think it was yesterday. Um, Even the people who are against this truth, who are against the flow of knowledge, or who may be trying to stop this spiritual progress, or the flow of knowledge and the flow of ideals and change, even them, they're gonna come to a point, to a realization, when they're gonna know, like, or they're gonna realize that there's a better way than what they're trying to do. There's a better way to progress as a humanity and progress as individuals, not just as a humanity, because I think whoever it is, anybody who's doing things in their own service for their own benefit, and basically fuck others, I want it all for myself. Anybody who has that kind of mentality, anybody who has that kind of mentality will come to a point sooner or later, in due time. Maybe not. Maybe they're gonna die with that mentality. A lot of people do. A lot of people have. But they didn't manifest their full potential. And those people have to realize that there's a bigger, way bigger potential in truth, in unity. Strength lies in unity, as I said. So those people, it's always been the fight between, ignorance versus truth. And this has been since the beginning that we, or at least going back to what humanity has recorded in history. Going back in history, the same battle has always been ignorance versus truth. That's the essential battle. Specifically going back to Jesus, Jesus was trying to spread a message of truth, and ignorance, the people, the ignorant empire around wherever he was, didn't agree with this truth. I don't know if it was whether because they realized that if people realized that truth, then their empire might go down, and they were scared about that. That could be a reason. I don't know. But my point is, anybody who has that kind of mentality will come to the realization that there's a better way, and that is not the best way to manifest their potential. Their true potential lies in the same potential every other person has, which is in unity. If we all unified, and not only unity, but in finding the truth within themselves, and stripping away those layers of ignorance, everybody's going to come to the realization that that's the best way to live, not only as a humanity, but individually. So even if, it took me a long time to say this. So whenever I talk, I was saying that these rich families, have a mentality that is really mostly all for themselves, and they may think that this is the best way to lead humanity. I think those people will come to the true realization, that strength lies in unity, and that the truth within themselves is more powerful than any kind of mentality that revolves around power expanding, or self-service. The truth, being selfless. Let's get to the punchline. Being selfless is the most selfish thing you can do. And it's real. Being selfless is the most selfish thing you can do, because once you do that, you're able to find real happiness. Not only able to find real happiness, but you actually become abundant. You can become abundant, because the more you give and give and give and give, the universe has no option but to give you back, to to send the blessings back, you know? It's cause and effect. So even those people are gonna come to the realization that the best way to live is in a selfless, the best way to serve themselves is to be selfless. Because that's where you can find your happiness. And sustainable happiness. Not only happiness, but that's where we can find the real change as humanity, the real progress as a humanity. That's as if we were all unified and living this truth, seeking and manifesting or realizing this truth continuously, if we were all unified and on that path, we'll get to the point where many of us, if we actually set up systems, like if all our institutions revolved around us unifying as humanity, stripping away the layers of ignorance, and seeking and realizing the truth within ourselves, if the whole system was built around that, around those ideals, around that true potential that we have as a humanity, I believe that the world would be a much better place in due time. I think that's the best path that we can take, aligning with the truth, aligning our whole system, not only our perception as an individual, which I've talked about before, but also our systems, our institutions, our education, everything, the whole piece of the system, the whole culture. If we're all aligned with the truth, or on that path, it's really not a path, it's more a moment-to-moment realization. And that's the path, the moment-to-moment realization. If we're all on that, then there would be no other option, but there would be no other alternative but for us to really progress. Like, that's the only consequence that would have. And that's the most beneficial consequence we could have. If we want real change, at least, real lasting change is going to come from within as an individual and then manifesting that onto the world. And that only happens individually first, and at some point it can happen collectively. Collectively, we can set up the systems, institutions to be built around this, around the truth, the underlying truths of reality, around our real human potential that has been talked about for thousands of years. Buddha talked about it. My man Buddha right over here, right over here. Oh, my bad. Yeah. And Jesus talked about it. Krishna talked about it. Einstein talked about it in his own way. Mahatma Gandhi talked about it. I'm pretty sure Bob Marley talked about it. I'm pretty sure, what was his name? This guy right here talked about it. I forgot his name. Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela talked about it. Martin Luther King talked about it in his own way. And Barack Obama and Malcolm X also, but they weren't focused too much on the spiritual truth, but they were for complete, social justice and change and hope. And yeah, those are all necessary. Courage. You definitely need courage to make that leap. Because most of society is not on this path and doesn't even know what the fuck I'm even talking about. They hear something that I gotta say, most people can't can't even understand most of what I say. I try to simplify it as best as I can, and try to like give the background, you know, to everything I'm saying, so that everybody can understand. But I know there's still some people that, even though I may simplify it, they won't accept it because they're so deep in their own cultural conditioning. Like, I'm all for the truth. I'm not here to believe anything. I'm here to seek the truth and be completely for the truth and manifest that truth onto the world. Because I think that's where the real change lies, in living in the truth and not lying to ourselves, and stripping away the layers of ignorance in our minds, beliefs, programming. And it's all possible. It's really possible. It takes a moment to moment dedication, a daily dedication, courage, intuition. The first thing is to commit. To commit that you're gonna figure it out. You're gonna find your own self-awareness within yourself, and then you're gonna visualize what ideals you want for your life, and then you're gonna make a strategy on how you're gonna achieve these, and then you're gonna go and just go, adapt intuitively. You can't plan out everything. You won't be able to, but what you are able to do is to figure it out along the way. Adapt intuitively, keep your cup full, and be mindful of everything you do, every habit, everything you eat, everything you consume. Pay attention, pay motherfucking attention, man. It's so valuable. Pay attention to yourself, to your intuition, to your energies, because that's the realest thing we got. It's the realest thing we got. And I think that's a great way to end this vlog. So, peace out. My eyes are kind of red or kind of shut. Yeah, I slept 4 hours yesterday, so I'm ready to sleep. So, peace out, y'all. Take this message to heart, man, because I'm taking this message to heart every single day. Because one thing is talking about it, saying it. Another thing is being able to live it every day, no matter what life throws at you. But it's possible, and that's what I wanna. That's really my fucking goal here, like, to show you that it really is possible. And I know, not say I'm not a genius, because I really believe I'm a genius. But, like, I wasn't always a genius, you know? I'm nothing but a human being, just like you. And that's a lot. Being a human being, it's a lot. There's a lot of potential within us. You just gotta realize it and manifest it. Alright, man. That's good for today. Much love, y'all. If you got the message, share this, guys. You know, if you think this might be helpful, I think this might be helpful for everybody in the world. I think everybody in the world who doesn't know about this kind of things should, you know, listen and really take it to heart, because what I'm talking about here applies to everyone. If you're a human being, the truth applies to you. These ideals and these ideas that I'm talking about, apply to everybody. And yeah, man, give me some feedback if you want. You know, if this helped, leave a like, share it so I can help more people. And I really, really, really wish I could do this full time and not have a job. So that's also part of it, man. Share this so I can just fucking grow faster and completely dedicate to this, because this is my life's commitment. This is my life's commitment. And there's no way I'm gonna stray away from it. There's no way. Even if I, take a detour, you better motherfucking bet I'll be back that same day. I'll be back that same day. Even if I take a detour one day, I'll be back that same day on the road because I know where my happiness lies. I know myself. I know my self-awareness, what I gotta do. I got a huge sense of purpose, and that drives me, and a sense of gratitude too. Purpose, gratitude. Those are two big keys. But I'm out, guys. Okay. I'll fall asleep on camera or something. Peace out, y'all. As I said, if you think this would help anybody that you know, send it to them or share it on your social media. Maybe somebody clicks on it, learn something, and then they might even thank you. Hey, thank you for sharing that video. It helped me out. I'm sure I've definitely seen a lot of videos on YouTube which have been catalysts for, for a better life, for me seeking a better life. If it wasn't for YouTube, shit, I wouldn't be here. As I said before, if it wasn't for the internet, I wouldn't be here talking to y'all. So, peace out. Much love, everybody. Anybody watching from the, humble beginnings, early beginnings. I got 37 subscribers, and I appreciate every single one of y'all. Every single one. I appreciate y'all. Anything y'all got questions about, anybody, hit me up. I'll try to respond as quick as I can. But I'm adapting intuitively, trying to keep my cup full, so I'm not really, I'll get to it when I get to it, as soon as I can. But I'm focused on, I'll probably either I could be either working or making music or meditating, so whenever I'm done with those and I'll check in my social media and stuff, I'll answer. I'll answer everybody. So that's it. I'm out for real now. Peace out, y'all.
Intuition, that's the rhythm that I'm grooving with. Tell me what's your energy. Show me what you're moving with. I ain't new to this. Don't be stupid.
The only real revolution happens right inside of you. I said what good is taking over when we know what you gon' do. The only real revolution happens right inside of you.